This either goes in the tip, or I try to turn it into a bonsai. This is definitely do or die bonsai. Not sure, we obviously don't want that top bit. Nice here. What you see is here, there's back branches here. Hi, it's Xavier and welcome to my bonsai retreat. And guess what? It's a day before Christmas Eve, which means we're going to start stoking up with wine and food, and we're just going to have some joyous, merry fun. The fun will not end there, because you're going to get a chance to see what I did to my first ever attempt at destroying an old Christmas tree I've had for the last 3 or 4 years. So yeah, I've finally given in. I am actually going to tackle a Picea, but I've got to be honest with you. I actually did it a few months ago. So if you want to enjoy that, before you get your turkey out ready for cooking and all your stuff you've got to get ready, make sure you've got those presents wrapped, I've got a little treat for you. For those of you who've been with my channel for a while, you'll know that I've got some very talented children. And they sang us a song last year. Well, we've done another verse, so we've now got 6 verses of Oh Bonsai Tree, Oh Bonsai Tree. Now, I know you're more interested in the Picea, so I'm just going to give you a sneak preview of just one verse of that, and then we'll crack on and do the work. Now, the reason why I've got this here is because the Picea is outside in the rain, and I really don't want you to see just how sorry it's looking for itself. But need to get this this lovely Jade Forest, which you know I put together. I think I put it together at the beginning of this year or the end of last year. There's a video about it somewhere. It'll be in the description at least. But hey, this is coming on really well, and I'm actually going to let this grow out. I could be tempted to prune it right back, but actually what I want is loads of growth. I want those roots to firmly establish in there. But let's give it a spin, shall we? I've got distracted already, haven't I? So yeah, so in not more than a couple more seconds, I'm going to hand you over to the Martinez family singers, who are going to sing you one verse from Oh Bonsai Tree.
Do we have to?
Oh bonsai tree, gin should be left for drinking. We try to gin your lovely Jade, its life has now begun to fade. Oh bonsai tree, gin should be left for drinking.
Before we now go into the real reason for this video, which is the Picea, I want to remind myself about a bit of haiku poetry that Jason Hanrahan of the Bonsai Garden, very, very talented man, has done. And I've read out a few poems, but this one I thought was particularly apt because it's Christmas time, and when I looked at it, it made me chuckle. I like chuckling. Chuckling sounds very positive. Snow blanketed world. Christmas card. Perfect image. Sheep seem unimpressed. Don't know, left field, but I can really feel those sheep. Anyway, I've bleated on enough, and I'm going to hand you over to me. Well, I don't know when I was, but I know I did this project a little while ago, so enjoy. Well, hopefully you had a bit of a sing-along with that, and if you can think of any other verses, do you know what? Why don't we add that to next Christmas? And let's just see how long Oh Bonsai Tree can truly get if I stay long enough in this channel. Right, for those of you a bit cannier, you probably worked out it's not December, it's not even November. In fact, we've just hit the first week in October. And I wanted to give you a little bit of bonsai content. Well, bonsai content and me. Does that really get content? Yeah, does that really go together? I don't know.
We go together like rama, ding-a-ding-a-dong.
At the moment, we're matching green with a dark background. I doubt you'll see very much at all. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because you've probably had a few drinks already. You're not really interested in what I'm doing. In fact, that's normally the case, isn't it? I've always said I will never, ever, ever, ever play with Picea, Spruce, whatever you want to call it, and nearly 2 years I've stayed true to my word. I've actually got 1 or 2 at the top end of the garden. But this has been our family Christmas tree, and I'm speaking up because the wind is blowing a gale.
has been our family Christmas tree. Grim, isn't it? For at least 4 or 5 years, whilst, bless us, it was still alive. Then a couple of years ago, it came down to the bottom of the garden, and we've managed to put a much bigger 6-foot one in our very small front dining room. Guess what? This either goes in the tip, or I try to turn it into a bonsai and then get it ready for the 2024 bonfire night. Because I don't think it's ever going to make a bonsai. So let's get straight into it. I don't mean to be here that long, because even now it's quite chilly. Okay, first thing, we have got 600 years of roots. We're not going to want those. And we're not even going to want what's plastic recyclable. No, there's only one thing for it. This is definitely do or die bonsai. As I say, I've never done Pisces. Someone said to me, in fact, I think it was Tom of Tom's Side Bonsai, a link up here. I think he was doing a spruce, and he said, yeah, crack on. But he said it in ja. I don't know what crack on is in German, but schuss. No, that's cheers. Anyway, or bye. No, Prost is cheers. Okay, so we're just going to hack this down. Not sure this is quite up to it. Better. Quite a big base in there. Probably got no roots on this actually. Well, it's reduced in height. Probably need to use the Bobcat root rake. And there's a link in the description if you want to get one like it. It's the best root rake I've ever used. It's got twisty wisty bits here that make it glide through tough roots with ease. Let's see if we can make this live as a bonsai. Who knows? Oh, what's that white stuff? Yep, mycorrhiza. Oh, what's it? Speed bonsai. Okay. Ow. Well, just root raked my thumb. Probably a little less speed might not be a bad idea. Does that hurt? Okay, all we can see from here, too many branches. Let's get rid of some of these lower ones. Not sure, we obviously don't want that top bit. It could be wired up. But there's a nice little stub there. Up here we've got a stub, so I'm going to get rid of that. We've got this and this. What I'm looking at this apex, so to speak, I've got this, which I can play with. I've got this little one here. But just here, there's another little bud there. Little buds there. So that's going to be the future. That's what I'm hoping for. But I don't see anything more with that. Now, one of the difficult things with this, apart from the fact it's spruce, I hate it, is trying to work out a front. There are sort of cartwheel branches all around this thing. So I'm just going to randomly probably take them out. Now, bear in mind, this is going to be our apical region. I probably want that pointing towards us. So the front's going to be somewhere around here. I'll want to make sure I've got a good back branch low. So it's just working out spacing of branches, but how they are. One, get rid of some length. And that's the first thing. Let's get rid of all this sort of length, because I can't see it for all this. We would never have all this anyway. So let's just get right back. That little one in there, we'll get rid of that. I'm working on the assumption that if this thing lives, they back bud really well, or they bud well, so I just hope we get something. I'm going to keep looking at it. I want to make sure, what I need to make sure is I've got a distribution of branches going around the tree, but at different levels, so I could end up removing the wrong bar branch, if you know what I mean. So I'll come back to you when I've looked at that. Well, definitely delivered a few presents on this one so far. It's looking a bit bare. Could definitely do with some tinsel anyway. But as you say, at least I can see a shape, lights getting in, and I'm going to pull off all these inner needles. Definitely set for the front, something like this right now. Got 1, 2 on there. I'm happy. I'll keep 2 on the handle at the moment. 1 there. Got 2 here, and then 2 almost directly below it. So I've got to make a decision. That's actually quite a decent back branch, so it's going to... what I don't want to do is risk losing too much of the front. It's actually a lot of fun doing this. I have no idea that root system, how that's going to survive. I'm just going to put that into a big pond basket with loads of pre-draining soil. See, it could be that I start the tree higher up and give myself a lot more trunk room. This backline here, I think, although I like how flexible it is, it's going to be too... You know what? Let's make a decision on that. Let's get rid of all that. Wire those a bit closer together. And nice here. What you see is here. There's back branches here, some here, and that's what I'm trying to do. Reduce it down to 2 or 3 on each. I have got an issue further to sort out. I'm happy that I can use these two. With this one, it's quite fat, but certainly here, this I like, which means I need to take that one away, which means that needs to bend down. That's probably the answer, but these, I've got another one that's opposite, so it's between those two. If you look how it... quite close to this one here as well, so I am thinking about even removing this big one here. We've actually got 2 options. At the moment I was looking at this to the front, but we've got this great big one here, which if the front was going to be in there, that's fine. But switching it right around, we could have a front opening up here, which makes, I've got a back branch that might, although I've got nothing here. Wonder how well it'll back bud, or I bring it down lower. Could actually take that top off as well. Okay, well, there ain't much left, is there? I've taken enough branches off. I might chuck some wire, I'm not sure. It's small enough that it's almost a bonsai. I think what I want to do is put it into a pot, to be honest, and just see if it survives. I'm going to put a bit of wire, but I don't know. Front's here. I end up taking that top off, which was up there. So that's gone. So let's just get harder soil in there. It's got a lot more pine bark in it, mainly because at this time of the year, I haven't actually got a load of stuff. Let's just get it dug in. Dug in, if we like dug in. Do you know what? They're hardy trees. If they can live in hardy places, they can probably survive this.
They won't survive.
What I will definitely say is this is all recycled soil. So I certainly wouldn't have put the good stuff on this until I see how it responds and where I'm really going with it. They're pretty stiff branches, so what I'm hoping for is these come down. I'll be able to get something on that. Bit of needle plucking. That'll wire. That'll wire. Could actually use tie downs, couldn't I? See what we can get out of that. I'm not even sure this will be strong enough to do much with it. Okay, I made a bit of a rookie mistake with the wire. There's a really ugly crossover at the back, but so what we want to do now is see just how much flex we can get in this. I can guy wire this down as well. Wow, very magical. This one, I actually want to bring it closer to the... Of course, I'm working the premise that we might get buds from different places here. Bar branch and this, that's a later problem. Could be a front nearer there, actually. See that lovely crossover? Beautiful bit of wiring. Oh, I wasn't going to do it. Didn't expect to do it. And I'm not sure if I have done it. But there's my Christmas tree for 2023. And who knows? Who knows? You tell me. But front's in there. I'm not going to spin it because it doesn't get any better. If you like that, then please subscribe, hit notifications, even like some comments, even if it's just to say, Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas or Happy Holidays to my family who've supported me throughout this YouTube journey. And again, for me, thank you so much for the support you've shown me. Without you, this would be nothing. And it sounds trite, but it's very true. And I don't forget just how much I owe everyone out there. So thank you. Have a blessed holiday. So God bless. Happy bonsaiing. Cheers.